In the hot seat, Congressman Peter Roskam defending that income tax reduction bill that Republicans passed that you helped to write. Your Democratic challenger was right here, and he told me that it was a giveaway to the billionaires, the corporations, and that families don't get that much anyway.
He is dead wrong. So that's been debunked in terms of the giveaways by PolitiFact, but I'm here to go through the math with you. So
He says, well, 83%? Or more,
PolitiFact.org debunked. It's complete nonsense.
So how much go to the billionaires and the corporations?
Look, the point is $1 billion in tax relief has come to the 6th congressional district. And if you're a family of 4, median income is $135,000 in this district, $4,600 in tax relief. If you include all taxpayers in the 6th district, that number is $95,000, and that's $2,500 in benefit.
All right, so folks, stick with us. This is your money, your wallet, your taxes, and the Democrats, Mr. Casten and his allies, have been putting this warning on the doorknobs, as I understand it, that maybe you need to deduct a lot more money from your paycheck than you think because you're going to get socked next April.
Right. That's complete nonsense. It's a lie, in fact. So this was on a friend's door in zip code 60187 out in Wheaton.
So what's going to happen?
So here's what's going to happen. So
now that's where they make a lot of money, apparently.
Well,
about
look,
220 grand.
60187. So what we did was we reverse engineered, and we took 60187 and we said, what's the average state and local deduction? That's $17,000, about $9,000 on the property tax side, about $8,000 on the state income tax side.
And Democrats bellyache that you guys, so the $17,000 they used to be able to deduct, but now they can only deduct $10,000.
All right, so let's look at the math. So take 220, which is $220,000.
But that's right as far as it goes.
Yeah, but that's only part of the story. So here's the rest of the story. The rest of the story is that if you, under the old tax plan, that family was paying $39,256 in taxes. Under the new plan, that family's tax liability drops to $35,823. They save $3,432.28.
Now that's a couple.
That's a couple. You add a child onto that, that's another $1,000 because the child tax credit has been doubled. So here's the thing. You know, my opponent is now creating a false impression, telling people that they've got to pay taxes when half of the people...
They may have to pay more taxes than they think.
Well, no.
They're going to have to pay taxes.
Right,
still.
but there's a false impression. So you go, half of the people in 60187 don't even use the SALT deduction. So by definition, half of the houses, Mike, that he put this on, they're like, this has no meaning to them. And then when you do the math, as I just did, and you say, well, how does this math work out? The best way to test it is go to the Tax Foundation tax calculator, taxfoundation.org. And here's the irony. This is Sean Casten. This is Sean Casten who told the Wall Street Journal he will use any means necessary, obviously, including creating a false impression, that in order to gain a House majority. This is Sean Casten who says he wants to have a graduated income tax in the state of Illinois. He stood with Mike Madigan against the property tax freeze. He says he wants a gas tax, no limit on the payroll tax, and a new carbon tax.
All right, so let me, there's a tax break here of $3,400 for a couple making $220,000 adjusted gross income. Now, that's pretty high.
Right.
That's a lot higher than your typical homeowner or taxpayer out there. Okay, I get those numbers. There is a break. But let's address for me this complaint that he and other Democrats make. We're going to hear President Obama perhaps touch on it this weekend when he's down at the UIC Pavilion with Sean Casten, that this tax plan you guys passed was a giveaway to the rich, that they're getting a ton more money than the family in Wheaton.
Okay, so I'm up earlier this week in Crystal Lake, and I'm getting the endorsement of the Illinois Chamber of Commerce. And it's at a garage up there, a family-owned garage. And the garage owner at the end pulled me aside at this event, and he said, Peter, based on this tax plan that you passed, we now have started up a 401k program for all those guys that are standing over there right now. And I'm telling you, the ripple effect of this, the impact of this for families, for small employers, for employees, and the tax burden that's coming off of them is incredibly significant. So my opponent is not interested in hearing about anybody's tax relief. In fact, his plan means the 6th District pays a lot more money. And I think it's insincere, it's disingenuous, it's false to create an impression that they're paying more money when they've actually gotten tax relief.
All right, Congressman Roskam, thanks for coming in. We should note that Mr. Casten, when he was here the other day, did challenge Roskam to do the math. So that's your version of the math.
Happy to take the math.
Thanks for coming in.